Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect. All right, so back at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, your brother Kazak Tazabah. All right, down here in the San Diego camp. All right, and so there's a lot of talk, okay, there's a lot of war talk in the air, man. Okay. Now, ultimately, this is the fulfillment of prophecy. All right, being made manifest. Okay. Here you have, a lot of these people, a lot of these different nations and countries are pretty much they're through with the West. All right, they're through with the West. They've seen for centuries how they've conducted themselves and how they've, been the quote unquote superpower in the earth, but at the same time they see what kind of wine or philosophies or ways that they spread. All right, the Western ways is cancerous, man. Okay, the Western ways are cancerous, and all it does, if you don't nib the cancer, all right, when it's detected, okay, what is it going to do? It's just going to spread, okay? And the cancer of Babylon, America, okay, has spread throughout the earth. All right, but a lot of these countries are just about through. A lot of these countries are just about done with NATO, okay, and the great whore that sit upon the beast, which is Babylon the Great. All right, and as a result of that, okay, they're rebelling. All right, they're rebelling against the powers that be. All right, which are these Edomites. All right, specifically those who are in alliance with NATO. Okay, or just Edomites in general. Now, here you have these Hamite nations. Okay, all right, Africa. Okay, that is siding with Russia. All right, Russia are just different. They're Edomites as well. All right, we're just from a different tribe of Edomites. Okay, but they're Edomites. They're no better. All right, but needless to say, a lot of these African countries, these African nations are siding with Russia. All right, here you have America, going about country to country, taking things that don't belong to them, taking their resources. All right, trying to instill their currency. All right, their everything, forcing it onto these other countries, and Africa is not having it. Okay, I'm gonna read the article, but if you look at this map, all right, it says map of African countries that have signed military agreements with Russia. All right, now look at the look at the red. That's the vast majority of those African countries, man. All right, and it's just a matter of time before those nations that are not highlighted in red will follow suit. Okay, because the worst position to be in, okay, is being completely surrounded by your enemy. So through fear, a lot of these countries are just going to follow suit with Russia, therefore bringing these Hamite nations against Babylon the Great. You know, but this place is through, man. Okay, this place is through, and a lot of these various nations throughout the earth, man, are recognizing that. Okay, and they want no part of it. Thus, they're trying to rid themselves or detach themselves from anything pertaining to what America pushes. Also, and NATO, and you know, the European Union, those European nations as well. All right. So the title of the article reads: Ousted Niger President urges U.S. intervention amid fears Wagner could move in. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, Wagner is I think he's part of the French. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But reading on, it says on Thursday evening, the Washington Post published an op-ed by the ousted President Niger Mohamed Bazoum, calling the United States and the entire international community to intervene in order to restore him to power and return the country to constitutional order. All right, so he's trying to get assistance. He's trying to get help, all right, from Babylon, man. You see? He's trying to get help from Babylon and countries that are, you know, in cahoots or in alliance with Babylon, you see? Because here you have, he's surrounded by now his enemy. Okay? It says, he also stated in the Washington Post that he was writing as a hostage at a moment unrest has persisted in the streets following his overthrow by the military last Friday and by his own presidential guard. So here you have his own people, all right, coming up against him. It says earlier in the day, the junta declared the formal withdrawal of Niger's ambassadors from France, all right, the U.S., Nigeria, and Togo. There are now growing fears of alliance between Niger's military and Russia's Wagner group. Slovakia. Now, Wagner is a Russian militia group. All right, it says which has a significant presence across West Africa, elsewhere in the continent. Okay, and that Wagner group, all right, is pretty much taking over like the West or the Russian government, if you will. All right. It says the New York Times has speculated on this prospect, writing Wednesday, a week after a military overthrow of Niger's elected president, a coup leader and other officials flew to neighboring Mali on Wednesday to meet with its rulers, raising concerns that a key Western ally could grow closer to military leaders in Mali, who partner with Kremlin-backed Wagner private military company. It says General Salfou Modi, one of the putschis who removed President Mohamed Bazoum of Niger from power last week, was part of a delegation of military officials who visited Mali, according to posts on social media. The Wagner Group has about 1,500 troops in Mali. All right, so here you have this group, all right, that is now spreading. Okay, they have over 1,500 troops in just Mali alone. All right, and let me see where. Can't really see it on here because it's kind of blurry. All right, but anyways, it says allied with the military regime there, its founder, I don't know his name, has praised the coup in Niger and offered Wagner services to new rulers, though it is unclear what operational control it has over the group after his failed mutiny in Russia in June. All right. Let's see how much more I got on this. All right, let's keep going. It says as late Wednesday, U.S. time, the State Department ordered a partial evacuation of American embassy in Niamey, the capital of Niger. This all after European-led efforts to fly EU citizens from capital were already underway. All right. It says the U.S. is committed to our relationship with the people of Niger. The embassy remains open, and our leaders are diplomatically engaged at the highest level. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced senior officials will be still working from the embassy, which has remained functioning. It says commercial flight operations are limited. We updated our travel advisory to reflect this and inform U.S. citizens that we are only able to provide emergency assistance to U.S. citizens in Niger given our reduced personnel. All right, so it says, reading right here, it says, but the presence of the Western bases in Niger might not last long under junta given anti-imperialist nature of coup supporters in the streets has been amply demonstrated by waving their Russian flags. Also, the Russian mercenary group Wagner is just next door in Mali. From the West perspective, looming large in the background is expanding Russia influence in Africa. All right, so that Russia Wagner group, okay, is only expanding, man. Okay, because at the end of all things, man, what they're trying to do is trying to gain power in a way that they can simply just try to take over. Okay, not knowing, all right, that that the Israelites, okay, are next in power, man. All right, so you can do all that you can do. All right, take over as much as you can take over, kill off as many as people as you can. But at the end of the day, they're just going to kill themselves off. Okay. It says coup leader Gen Abdurrahmani is continuing to warn against an interference in internal affairs of Niger, while alleging the now exiled government has been plotting with the French to allow some kind of intervention. This also, as U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Wednesday spoke to ousted President Mohamed Bazoum on Wednesday, and other international leaders have been in contact. All right. So Russia is expanding, man. Okay. Russia is expanding. Okay. And these other countries, okay, are following suit, man. All right. Coming into the umbrella of these BRICS nations. All right. It's just to move Babylon the Great out of the way. Really. Okay. I want to get the book of real quick, the book of Obadiah. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay. So their allies are pretty much turning, are going to be going up against them, man. Okay. Because, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Niger was at one point, okay, cool with the U.S. All right. But you really think Babylon is going to go and assist? Okay. The answer is no, which is really going to just piss them off, man. Okay. To the point where now their hands are tied. Now they will have to side with Russia. But not only that, all right, these the other nations throughout, okay, have already done so. Okay. They've already done so. Like as I stated before, man, they're just going to follow suit, man. And it really is going to come down to everybody coming up against Babylon the Great, man. Let's get Revelation chapter 17. Revelation chapter 17. And let's start at verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. All right. The 10 horns are going into the EU. All right. The European Union. Okay. The smaller, lesser governments. All right. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. The whore is Babylon. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For the Most High hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay. You know, so here you have the Lord put it in their minds, put it in their spirits, all right, to carry out his will. All right. You know, and he's the Lord is succeeding, man. All right. He's succeeding in doing so, man. You see, the Most High is a man of war. Okay. And here he is. He's gearing people up, gearing these other nations up, getting them prepared and ready for war, man. All right. And this is what we love to see. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 51. Yep. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. How did he make them drunken? By pushing their philosophies. It says the nations have drunken enough for wine, therefore the nations are mad. You see? So that rhetoric, that way of thinking, that philosophy, okay, these nations are pissed off, man. Okay? They're pissed. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. See? So here you have Babylon the Great that are forcing his wine, his philosophies, his way of thinking, his religions, okay, his concept of what life should be, the quote unquote so-called American dream. Come to America and you get all this, you can excel in life. It's all BS, man. All right. And Esau is being exposed, man. Let's go back to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her, if she may be healed. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. You see, so every nation is just about through with the whore, man. Every nation is just about through with putting up with this devil, man. Okay, these Edomites, these wicked Edomites that, you know, pretty much the daughter of Britain. Okay, it talks about that in the chapter prior. If I want to say it's Salakia, where it might be is it 51? I can't think of it right now. Lord willing, it comes up. But these hey man, these Russians are pretty much going to be the ones that's going to you know, be the hand that forces everybody to launch those missiles, man. All right. It says in verse 11, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Who are the spirit of the kings of the Medes? It's talking about, you know, these, you know, the Russians. Okay, the Persians, Salakia, the Persians, the Medes. Okay, these other countries, man. All right. Most importantly, Russia says, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. This is the vengeance of the Lord, man. Okay, the Lord is about ready to get rid of this place, get rid of these so-called rulers. All right, Ezekiel 38 In verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against it, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief of prince of Meshech and Tubal. It's talking about Russia. All right. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, of all of them handling with swords. All right. So that's pretty much, what is it? What? How would you feel? Okay, if a hook got in your jaw, how would that make you feel? All right, it's gonna be like, you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, man? You're gonna get up and you're gonna be mad, man. It's gonna put a spirit of ready to fight. Okay, so that's what the Lord is doing with these countries, man. And it says a great company. Who is that great company? Everybody that's coming into an alliance or following suit under Russia. All right, which is a lot of nations, man. Okay. It says with bucklers and shields, and it says all of them handling swords. And what are the swords, man? All right, it's talking about their army, their military. Okay, most importantly, those nuclear, the nuclear arsenal, man. You see, it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. With them, all of them shall with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his band, and many people with thee. All right, going into Turkey, and those who are with Turkey. All right, but really, okay, what this is getting into, man, the Lord is rousing them up, man, putting the spirit of war upon these heathens, man. All right, really to fulfill his purpose, fulfill his will, which is the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay, so as we continue to watch things unfold, man, we're getting closer and closer to the end. Okay, you see, there's a great division that's going on in the earth. All right, NATO and EU. All right, you got BRICS nations. Okay, you got these BRICS nations. You got this Wagner's group. Okay, expanding. Okay, so hey, man, it's just a matter of time, man, before all hell really kicks off, man. All right, but everything is ready to go, man. The stage is being set. Okay, so things are as we see it, man, are ramping up through the spirit, man. It's a warlike spirit in the earth. Okay, war fighting. All right, you're gonna see a whole bunch of global exercises with militaries joining together. Okay, practicing, gearing up, getting ready for World War III, because it's coming. All right, and it's coming very, very soon, man. All right, so that was pretty much it. Quick little lesson through the spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying. So with that, I want to give all the praise and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.